blonde hair and your eyes are blue. Only thing I ever got from you was sorrow. Sorrow. You're acting funny, trying to spend my money out there playing your high class games. Sorrow. Sorrow. Hello, friends. Uncle Larry just got home from a long day of sessioneering. Got to see a bunch of my dear old friends today and had a blast down in an old studio called Starstruck that was owned by Reba McEntire, country celebrity. At the time it was built, back in the 90s, it was state-of-the-art facility. Right down on Music Row. They had all the interior decorated in the finest of hardwoods, brought from all over the world. There's more marble in that place than there is in any five-star hotel. And in the 90s, when she was on top of the world, maybe even late 80s, she built a helicopter pad on top of that studio. And it never got used once because all of the neighboring businesses and the other buildings on Music Row filed a motion that she couldn't use it because it would be so disruptive to... Can you imagine building a helicopter pad and then never even getting up to use it? And I feel bad when I buy a half and half and I already got one in the fridge, you know? But anyway, hope everybody's doing great. You know, it's one of those nights when I just played all day and I just felt like keep playing when I get home. And I thought I'd turn the camera on and check in. I don't really have much to tell you. I mean, I do want to say rest in peace to a great football player. Remember Norm Snead from the, right there, you see him? Norman Snead, right there. Quarterback for the Washington Redskins and Giants. He died today at the age of 84. It's a good long life. This is one of my favorite sets, by the way, the 62 top set with the black borders and the action photos. There's some really good ones in here. Hard set to put together in good condition. And there's a key rookie in this set I'd like to show you. Right here. Mike Ditka. Come on now. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see if there's anything in the VCB worth looking at. I want to say thank you to all the guys who have sent sweet PayPal donations and sweet comments about the last couple, jams that I've put up. A lot of sweet comments about the Telly jam I put up last night. That was a one-take thing. I just was in the mood to play guitar. And I actually was in bed, and I thought, man, I can't sleep. So I got up, cracked a beer, picked up that Telly, and just played that in one take, that whole thing. Stream of consciousness, I try to get to that place when I'm playing. It's like, I feel like that's the best place to play. Like, when you're in the studio, when you make a chart of the song or whatever, you've got the changes there in front of you. I think the brain does different things when you see a number or a chord chart written in front of you than it would if you didn't look at it. I've been experimenting for years with this thing where we play the song and I instead of just looking at the chart and knowing what the chords are going to be coming up, I just wait and I reactively, wait and hear what's going on around me, and then you play completely different things than when you know what's coming up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of magic in there. You're using more of like a gut instinct than you are a cerebral thing, right? I've been trying to explain that to some of my other friends, and like, I feel like there's little tricks you can do in the studio to sort of make yourself play from a more free place, which is, as you guys have known, for me, it's always been the goal. I've always tried to get to a place where I'm completely free and not thinking. And I've been saying that since the first videos. Like, sometimes when you're in your chair, and if you're too forward and you're too hunched over and you're too like excited to play the next part, you play differently than if you just chill the fuck out, get back in your chair, lean back like you're about to take a nap and play that way. You play a different way. I mean, all your sort of body movements and things are crucial. I'm talking to the people that are in the studio. There's probably not a lot of you guys out there that do sessions, but to those that do, experiment with different ways of sitting back in your chair. It makes you play different. I'm telling you, all these things, not having a chart. Yeah, you'll make mistakes on the first two run-throughs, but once you just know the tune by heart, you're going to play completely different than if you were looking at a chart. And you'll come up with more hooky parts, and that are actually more coming from the heart than from the head, which is what we all are looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see what we got in the VCB. One guy said, this is in response to the Fretted America Telly Jam, the existential jam. He said, this is an incredible piece of Americana music. File next to Aaron Copland, for example, Hoedown. Man, I appreciate that. I wouldn't go that far, but thank you for the kind words. Another guy said, some part reminds me of banjo players. Yeah, I do like to do that stuff where, like, here's a cool lick for you. Okay, check this out. That's hard to do. Check it out. Take your fingers. F on the B string, 6th fret, and then open E, and then an E flat on the 8th fret of the G string. So you go. You got chromatic, because you do it on the middle strings too. Any finger picker should be able to, pretty much in any order. For that video, I tuned the low E string all the way down to C, and I just had the rest of the guitar normal. Okay, what else we got? Let's see. Everybody thought I wrote that poem, but that was actually a Bukowski poem. I'm not that good of a writer. Come on now. I can write a little, poetry. I can do that. a little creative writing for you once in a while, but I ain't no damn Bukowski. And I also wanted to say thank you to all those people that tried to encourage me that the vocal I did on Uncomfortably Numb wasn't so bad. It's just, look, I've been around great singers my whole life, you know, and it's like my piano playing. Like, people say, man, you're great at piano, you're great at piano. I've been around real piano players. I am not great at piano. I can play some shit. I could come up with a cool part in the studio. But when you hang around with guys like John Jarvis and Gordon Mote all day, and you see what kind of technique and chops they have, I am not a piano player. I'm a guy who plays a little bit of piano. I feel more comfortable on the guitar, you know. I can get around. I call myself a guitar player, but singing and piano playing are definitely hobbies for me. Bass is my second best instrument. I could play bass in a band. I love playing bass. Let's see. Another guy said, never has homework before been so enjoyable. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys work on this stuff, those that do. You know, if you can get one cool thing out of each video, it's a win, right? And I don't really have to show it to you sometimes. Maybe you can just learn it through osmosis, right? A lot of people were asking about that telly I was playing. It's a 62, but it's all everything, but it's a 62 telly. And man, what a great guitar. I've had that for a while, but I hardly ever use it. Let's see. That's about it. I should have prepared a list of VCB like I normally do, but I didn't do that tonight because I didn't want to go through all that. But I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out, and thanks for all the PayPals. I really appreciate it, guys. Guthrie Records coming along soon. We're really getting close on that. I know you're tired of hearing me say that, but we've been texting, and we got the liner notes and the album credits all lined up, so we should be ready to go real soon on that. That's it. All right, guys. Have a great night. Uncle Larry, over and out.